kind of thing out there on the internet. Mainly Americans do it. There's a lot of Americans, and they use professional gear with their proper rigs. They can remote control, like, but I can't afford any of that. So that's why the whole lot is like kind of homemade. Like,
that's the first one you built, is it?
No, that's the fourth one I've built. So I started with a small Delta, about so big, and that kind of flew fairly well, but just didn't have the lift. I've made a sled kite, box kite which was far too small, and then I found designs for this one, which is like a Delta, but it's got a special sort of box bit in the middle of it, makes it more stable in the sky, so you don't need like tails and stuff, with enough lift, and that's been my most successful. But when the wind gets a bit strong, say over 15 miles an hour, it turns into like an inverse wing. So the air going underneath it is quicker than going above, and it starts to dive down. So I've made a new box kite, which is huge, but that's for like really strong winds. Little contraption of my own.
You built that yourself?
Yeah. So basically you've got a little box, and then inside it's just a little point and click camera. Got a little bottle top to stop the weather getting into it, and then I can turn it on from the inside. There you go. And there's another little circuit, makes it take a photo every 10 seconds. So turn it on, photo every 10 seconds, and then it attaches to the line. There's a couple of these do. So it hooks onto the line like so. A couple of clips to stop it moving around. And that's it, off we go. And I leave it up there for like say 10-20 minutes. Get about 100 photos or so. And then get them on the computer and see what they're like.
What areas are you usually in?
Areas as in locations?
Yeah, locations.
Right, well I've only managed to do the back of my house so far. There's a park beyond my house, and yeah, it's wherever I can get to really. Out of say about 150 photos, you get about 16 or 17 that are any good. But some of the results are really spectacular. I mean, the first time I did it, I thought, well, so I'll have a go, see what happens. This is the second version.
Hold it.
Yeah, I just hold up the screws. So the first one was just I used this box, but I had like the arm out of a hard drive, taken actually as a little finger, you know, touching the top of the camera. That needed like loads of laptop batteries and everything to make it work. It just proved to be too heavy. So this one, I'll take the back off. There you go. So you can see inside. Put that down there. So there you go. Normal point and click camera. Turn it on the inside. All this is circuitry, and it's wired in to the little switch at the top there. So if we turn it on, it'll take a photo every 10 seconds, and that's it. And so that attaches to the camera kite, and off it goes. Set it at a sort of angle. The only thing is though, is when fly the kite up, make sure it's stable in the sky so you know which direction it's going. So I've noticed the kite will change direction the higher it goes because of different loads. So you've got to kind of get it to the sort of the height you want, attach the camera, and it's kind of trial and error setting, you know, the angle and the sort of the elevation of the camera, and then you just let off and fly, and just leave it up there for like 10 minutes, get a few photos. Bring it back down, get them on the computer and see if you struck gold, basically.
How long have you been doing it?
Just the summer. So I started with my daughter. We saw some kites once, and we wanted to fly those. So we thought, okay, let's find a nice little design on the internet, make our own. Made one for her, flew it, and it flew really well. I thought, if we can attach a camera to that. So I ended up making bigger and bigger kites, and I've kind of got to this, which is basically the sort of design which will hold nice and steady in the air. That's why it's a single line kite, so there's none of this pulling to and fro.
What's your goal with the kite flying?
Goal with the kite flying? Yeah. Well, this one really, because this is just kind of, you know, to begin with, I just found the kite on the internet, I thought I'd build that, oh that works, and I wonder if I'll attach a camera to it, that works. So I've got no real...
It's just been evolving itself.
Yeah, it's, as I discover new things, you know, as things have worked out, I've been kind of carrying on, so... I mean, I don't know, I suppose I've got a goal to make some really nice shots, like some impressive shots. Then stick them on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, everybody.
But I haven't got like kind of the portfolio I like yet. So when I do, I'll put it on there. Try and make a bit of an impressive thing for people. Like, I did see there is a fairly famous couple of French designers. He's made some very interesting stunt kites and also flying kites. Yeah, so they're
and attaching cameras.
So attach the camera as well. I mean, some of the rigs I've seen are very impressive. I mean, the kites are huge, and then you have like the ringer, and you've got like it's very. There's a French designer actually designed the way that you suspend a camera so it always stays level no matter where the kite's flying as well. I can't remember the name of it. And and that's yeah, they've got these remote controlled like sort of rigs, and they'll send the images back down so you can see what the camera's pointing at, zoom in, zoom out, and that's really impressive. But I don't think I've got the financial resource to do anything like that. But no, it's an interesting little hobby. It's great.
Do you think your daughter will pick up?
Well, funnily enough, I did make a small white kite that she could paint. It was a small Delta one, and she painted it, flew it, and she's just lost interest now. So if I go out flying my kites, I'll find a park like with a playground, and she can go off and play on swings and slides, and I'll launch the kite. And then if I get any interest from anybody around, like who's hanging around, like she'll come over. Yeah, that's my daddy's kite. Yeah. So yeah, these designs are kind of evolving. Luckily, I haven't had any serious accidents.
What would be the accident?
I mean, the idea with the kite, the design of the kite, if the line snaps, you saw before, it just kind of glides down. So it's just the only problem would be if this thing fell off the line. But I mean, I've got a couple of clips to keep it on there, so it should be okay. It did fall off the line at the park once, landed on the lid, so that's why there's a little bit mangled. But everything, the contents were fine. The camera kept on there. So. I wanted to get some of Manchester, some shots of Manchester, and I couldn't find any green spaces. So I had a quick look on Google Earth, and I found out this was all like barren. So all right, okay. So I came down here on the bike, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got a nice long road to launch from. So this is kind of my new favourite spot at the moment. Yeah, my office is number 3 Hardman Street, which is that one just poking out the top there. So yeah, I come here in my lunch hour whenever I got some time off. It's really peaceful out here. So I get out of the office, instead of sitting there having lunch at my desk like everybody else is, I spend a bit of time, and yeah.